So Shane Van Gisbergen has elected the top side for the start of this race as the control truck. Kaden Honeycutt down low. We're a day late, but not going to be $1 short. Time to go for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series at Richmond Raceway.
Already 3 wide back there, we saw, possibly peaking for 4.
Tyler Ankrum in that 18 truck, one of the trucks that is 3 wide. Michael, you see a little sideways off of turn 2. How much will that top lane pay a factor as we get into this race? I'm curious to see.
Well, Shane Van Gisbergen took the outside for that running start into turn 1. Couldn't clear Kaden Honeycutt, and I think Caden's going to get the better of him. I think the bottom, especially on the fresher tires, is going to be better, and those two are really tight off turn 2.
Double wide for the lead, double wide for third. Pretty much everybody's still battling side by side as Van Gisbergen gets the launch off of 2. Honeycutt sails it in deep in 3 and 4, and they'll stay side by side for the second consecutive lap.
Wow, good stuff. Kaden runs it hard into 1. Shane even harder on the outside.
And Chandler Smith starting to reel in this door-to-door battle. He's got a front row ticket, pun intended, for how hard these two are racing early. And Honeycutt's got the pass made and slides right up in front of SVG, who tries a crossover but can't do it. Talked to Kaden during the week about how he spends his off weekends on the Truck Series side. He said, if there's something I can go race, I'll go do it. And usually it's always race-winning equipment. He has been very busy, even with this being the priority and day job, and he says it keeps him fresh for what is most important, and that is this opportunity, and he's 1 lap away from the stage win here at Richmond.
This is a big race for him. A couple of finishes, not Kaden Honeycutt-esque in the last 2 short track races. Looks like he's got it turned on here today.
Told me he really likes Richmond a lot. Loves it. It's a tire management race, and it shows because he's managed stage 1 to perfection. 3rd stage win of 2026, and the first time that he's captured stage 1 this season for Kaden Honeycutt. Now, it was a great stage 1 for the 18 of Tyler Ankrum. He picked up a few stage points, but the pit process did not go well for him. Over the wall too soon. He gets drop kicked to the back. Same penalty levied to Mason Massey. But Tyler's got a lot of work to do to get points here in stage 2 now.
Yeah, and that's a tough one for Tyler Ankrum. Had done everything so right in that first stage. He's going to have to really work hard now.
So contrary to what we saw on the start, Kaden Honeycutt, who is in command of this race, has picked the bottom. Shane Van Gisbergen up top in the 7. Then it's Lane Riggs, who has worked his way up to 3rd thanks to the pit crew. And the on-track pace as stage 2 is off and running from Richmond.
Shane says, don't threaten me with the top side. I'll show you how it's done up here. But Kaden, what a run down into turn 1. Gets the advantage.
3 wide further back as Honeycutt slides up to clear Van Gisbergen for the race lead.
These guys know how important getting these positions early is while their tires are fresh. If they're a little bit better, squeeze to the bottom and make a move. Corey Heim right on the back tailgate of Majeski as they race off turn 4. Can Heim make it 3 wide? Majeski says, not so fast.
That's a fly. Whoa!
Wow.
What a save by Majeski. And Heim's got some damage on that right front fender now.
Well, you can choose to box someone, Eric, but when you do, you also put yourself vulnerable to be hit. And Heim didn't like the bump, and so he hit him.
Now Henrik trying to take advantage on the inside of the 19, while Heim and Majeski continue their fight to turn 1. And Heim's going to run him up.
Oh, it was just simply too much, and I think Corey Heim agrees with me. He had the run, he gets to the bottom, and Majeski just simply wouldn't quit turning down.
Yeah, and he's already there, right? And he doesn't want to take his truck down onto the apron and shouldn't have to in that scenario. But from Ty Majeski's seat, you know what? He knows that he doesn't want to lose that position. It's just so difficult to work and make those passes. And good save when it was all said and done by Ty, but have to see if that does anything to the tires as the run goes. Now you see the left front tire for Ty Majeski after that contact is down. This is a big problem.
Majeski off the pace on the back straightaway. The driver who has never finished off the podium at Richmond coming to pit road under green.
Big trouble for this team. It had 2 good runs in a row, which is something we hadn't seen in months. And now it looks like he's going to be in trouble here at Richmond.
And the leaders go by to put Majeski a lap down already.
And these guys might just do this the rest of the race the way that it's looking right now. Lane Riggs finally getting a little bit of position inside, but just can't quite get enough down the straightaways on the bottom side to close the pass off. This time, though, looks like maybe he's slowly creeping further up on the door of Shane Van Gisbergen.
This is the battle that won't end.
And I love it. It doesn't need to. It's been fun.
I just like that move up top on turn 4 that Shane's able to. Oh, I said I liked it until the wall became a part of it. That slip there might have given Riggs just what he needed. What a great run it's been for Shane, but this was close, Regan. I talked about how much fun it is to run the high side.
Whew.
Oh.
I don't know. Do you think he got it?
I don't even think he touched
it. It was just enough to say that he did.
Yeah. There's something interesting happening, and that's Majeski. If he catches 62 here, Honeyman Jr., that's the battle for the free pass. It'll put him back on the lead lap. But the leader, Kaden Honeycutt, is close to catching the back of the field and starting putting other trucks a lap down. So what Majeski needs right now is to pass this cat and then the caution fly. That would be a perfect world for him.
He's running out of time because Honeycutt's going to come to the line here with 1 lap to go on the stage. Majeski's about 2 truck lengths back there. And there's Tanner Gray just in front, and that's a Tricon teammate up ahead of the 11 truck. So he may want to play nice there to ensure that 15 can stay on the lead lap.
And Heim is going to run out on him catching the back of the field. This is for the free pass.
And the caution's going to come out after the top 10 cross the line. So here comes Honeycutt, who has led more laps today than he had in the first 16 races of the season. Honeycutt takes stage 2. We'll wait for the top 10 to come to the line. And it looks like Majeski may not be able to get there before that happens.
I don't know. He's faster. It's going to be interesting. There's the big dive.
And the caution flies. But what an effort, though, as Honeyman is going to get the free pass. Majeski being 1 lap down as opposed to what was originally going to be 2. Like you mentioned, watching SVG, he's going to be fun to watch from the back. Uncontrolled tire has kicked him to the rear of the field. We're getting ready for a 100-lap battle at Richmond. Honeycutt and Enfinger make up the front row as we kick off stage 3. Riggs way to the inside. Eckes covers the spot.
Honeycutt able to get the lead. They're going to be 3 wide in the back. Jake Garcia's having a strong run. That was him up top there. Needs every point he can get.
Talking about strategy, sometimes your hand is dealt based on circumstances. After the penalty to our pole sitter, what are they thinking?
We're probably going to stay out. We're going to go long here. So manage tires the best they can. We're going to stay out. Run long.
Yeah, that's exactly what you talked about, Regan. Do you split it in the middle? Do you run long? Do you stop short? That's the decision. That's the 3 options you have in the decisions these crew chiefs will be having to make.
And I like crew chief Brian Patty right now going ahead and telling his driver that. Shane Van Gisbergen, he's giving him a heads up. We're going to run long. We may have to go 80, 90 laps or a little bit further than what you have gone to this point in the race. The driver can then correlate that in his brain to manage the tires as we see side by side. Again, we keep talking about it now. Lane Riggs goes to the outside to get the 4th position.
Well, that's the thinking man's game I was telling you about. He tried the bottom, didn't work, fell back a bit, ran a few laps, said, let me try it up top and see if I can make that work, and he did.
So he was playing chess, not checkers right there for a moment. Huh? we don't see a lot of pit stops under green flag in the truck series traditionally. What if somebody has trouble getting onto pit road, spins out, something happens like that? So you got to keep that in mind also. And here we go. The window is open. Chandler Smith, we talked about him falling back some as this run was going on, and they said, we're going to go for it, Josh.
And Chandler Smith came over the radio and said that last adjustment didn't help the way they wanted. It's the worst they've run all day long, as they lost several spots during that run. So they're going to go back on those adjustments in addition to those tires and fuel, guys.
Thanks, Josh. And we're going to see just how quickly Chandler is going to want to try to take advantage of these fresh tires as he comes back onto the racetrack.
That's going to open the floodgates. There's going to be a lot of people that follow suit coming to pit road to try to get the right adjustment at the right time.
And here comes Chandler Smith's teammate as well, the points leader, Lane Riggs, pitting from a top 5 position.
Can't make a mistake. Got to get on pit road clean and not speed, and the pit crew have a clean stop. And last time they didn't, Josh, what are they saying down there?
Yeah, that is the biggest thing for Lane Riggs. We know they were able to gain spots at the end of stage 1, lost several spots at the end of stage 2. So the biggest thing for him, had a clean pit stop here so they can make a run to Richmond 11 at the end, guys.
Big adjustment there.
Still trouble on the left front. Here comes your leader. Honeycutt to pit road. Eckes there as well.
And Finger has stayed out. Here comes Honeycutt down for service. It'll be 52 laps to go. Josh.
Well, for Kaden Honeycutt, even though he's dominated this race during that last run, he said it's the freest he's been all day long. They want to tighten him up in addition to those 4 tires and fuel during this stretch run, guys.
And this pit stop at this moment for Kaden Honeycutt, exactly what I would have expected out of Scott Zipadelli. When you look at the 34 Lane Riggs, when he hit pit road, and I know he had a little bit of trouble on that pit stop again, the left front looking like it might not want to fall out of underneath the tire well for him.
We are going the distance.
Whoa, how about that? Was that radio from the 9?
That could change everything.
Caution is out, and this may throw everything out the window, and it's problems again for one of the bubble contenders, Stuart Friesen, who has slapped the wall hard. At the time of the caution, he was running 18th and 1 point to the good, and at this point, he's already up into the fence in turns 1 and 2.
And it looks like both of those right side tires are up on that truck.
That's a big hit, though, Regan.
Yeah, I mean, it happened entering, it appears. Here we go.
Oh, you hear the tire go flat. Yep. Bam.
Had to be a left side tire because the rights appeared to be up after he had made contact with the wall.
He did kind of get squeezed off of turn number 2 a handful of laps ago.
All right, now we're all going to pit, right, Regan?
I think if you're on the lead lap, you have to pit. If you're 1 lap down, this is a place in the race where you're probably going to have to take the wave around to ensure that you get back on the lead lap. But anybody on the racetrack that's on the lead lap comes down pit road right here, and this played out perfectly for Grant Enfinger, right? He leapfrogs some guys, gets the lead. Kaden Honeycutt played out fine for him as well, running in 3rd place. Have a good pit stop. You're going to have the fresh air in the front of the field to be able to get the position, but. Wow, this thing just turned upside down with that yellow.
And this is the money stop. You cannot have a mistake. You want to perform here. Here comes the rest of the field.
Spotting Enfinger a couple of football fields there as far as an advantage, while the rest of the lead lap trucks come down. Caitlin.
Taking a look at SVG there at the top of your screen. He told his team a little bit too tight, I think. I had a little bit better turn earlier in the race. For Grant Enfinger right there in 2nd, he told me he feels like this racetrack rewards drivers with discipline. This team has had it. He said it's rolling through the center, the best it has all weekend. Josh?
For Kaden Honeycutt, he was too free during the last run. They over-adjusted it. It got too tight. He said, I need what I had in stage 2. It was just 4 tires and no fuel on that stop, guys.
Well, you said, Regan, that advantage that Enfinger had coming down to the pit lane made a tremendous difference. He is going to retain the lead over Honeycutt. Heim picks up 2 spots, and SVG drops 3. I believe there might have been a slight slip from the tire changer on that stop. So we come to the restart with 17 trucks back on the lead lap. Enfinger the leader, Honeycutt the dominator outside. 28 laps to go from Richmond.
Looked like a little tire spin there from the 9 on the inside, but a good push from Heim. Gave him a little bit of peak of the lead into 1, but look at that strong 11 truck on the outside.
Honeycutt back to the lead by 3. Here's Corey Heim in the 5, outside of Enfinger for 2nd.
What a restart for Kaden Honeycutt. We talked about this being a statement race. He is on the gas.
And that's a teammate trying to move up to 2nd. Heim will make the pass on Enfinger off turn 2.
SVG into the wall. Ooh. Still making ground on the high side.
That right rear is going to be pretty much ground all the way down after this race.
Eric, I said statement race today for Kaden Honeycutt, and I think that's exactly what it's become as the white flag falls.
1 lap to go for Kaden Honeycutt. The driver who cut his teeth on racetracks like this, the short track ranks. Got his first Truck Series win on a road course earlier this year at Watkins Glen. Said he's always loved Richmond. And I think he's going to love it even more. A dominant day for Kaden Honeycutt, getting momentum back on his side a race before the chase starts. Honeycutt wins at Richmond.